This is Mr. Smith from Westport High School. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Amphora form on the wheel. Pulling it tall and then collaring the top to make it a narrow-necked form. And then we can put our story around the body of the pot. So my story was written in Hebrew. It starts right here and it says, I'm going to move to Florida and go to college in Florida and become a professional golfer. So here I am as a teacher. So starting out with your clay, you want to work with the amount of clay that you're comfortable with. 1 or 2 pounds. More than that, you have to have really good centering skills. So you can also just make a bowl and then collar up from there, or coil up from there rather, if you're not able to make the whole thing on the wheel. And I'm actually working with terracotta clay that we just got today, which is actually a little on the firm side. The firmer the clay is, the easier it is to throw thinner, but it's harder to actually get it centered. So we're actually going to make some slip with this clay. So now I'm centered. I'm pretty tall as well because I want to throw a taller form. Go ahead and drop the hole. Open up the dome. Slow my speed down. Get ready to make my first pull. Add a little bit of water to the outside, to the inside. Make my second pull. Trying to maintain the same distance between my fingers when I make those pulls so that I have control over the clay body. At this point I want to start working the top of my form in a little bit. I'm also going to slow the speed of my wheel down slightly. Get ready to make another pull. So I also started to belly out the form. And I go back and just keep repeating that process. And I'm slightly pushing out from the inside against my outside hand as I work my form up. So it's starting to look pretty good. Work the bottom out a little bit more. And my top too, I want it to be a little bit fuller. At this point I'm going to start using my rib, my metal rib. I love the metal rib because you can bend it to the contour of the pot. So I'm going to use the sponge and push against that rib to get the form and the angle that I want as I go up. So your left and your right hand have to kind of work together, even though they're separated. That's looking pretty good. So now I'm going to start to work the top of my form. I'm going to start to collar it closed, which basically looks like this. I'm just going to work my hands together here so I have equal pressure all the way around the form, and I'm going to overlap them and start to work upwards together. And I don't do it all at once, I just do a little bit at a time. So it's starting to come. Keep repeating that process. Made another little pull through that midsection. I'm gonna trim off the top. Work my rim. See if I can get this to go in a little bit more. So it's going in, but it's caving a little bit on me. Yeah. So I'm going to use that to kind of hold it at that angle. And that's about as far as I can go in on this one because I've lost my angle here. So that'll pretty much be my form that I'm going to work with. I'll get my handles to go in through here. I'll start drying it up and trim it up and then start doing my design. So I'm going to work with porcelain slip on this to have a contrast between the terracotta clay body. If we're using the regular other colored clay, so we'll have two different types of slips, the porcelain slip and the terracotta slip. So that's how you throw a narrow necked form collaring in on the wheel.